Grandma's Extreme Ironing Challenge. Last weekend, I found myself at the annual family reunion, a gathering that's usually a predictable affair of lukewarm potato salad and Uncle Jerry's endless recounting of his high school football glory days. As soon as I walked in, I noticed a peculiar buzz in the air, quite unlike previous years. It wasn't long before I discovered the source: Grandma Mildred, standing proudly atop a picnic table, holding a freshly pressed shirt and an iron. She announced with glee that she'd taken up extreme ironing as her new hobby, and she was already a local champion. I chuckled, thinking it was one of her eccentric jokes, until she whipped out a photo album to prove it. The photos were something to behold. There was Grandma, ironing a shirt while bungee jumping, then another of her mid-skydive with a board and iron in hand. But the pièce de résistance was a shot of her in scuba gear, calmly pressing a pair of slacks next to a bemused-looking shark. The family was in stitches, half convinced she was pulling our leg with some expert Photoshop work. But no, she insisted it was all real, and as proof, she invited us all to her next competition that weekend, promising a spectacle we wouldn't soon forget. Fast forward to Saturday, and we found ourselves at a sprawling meadow, complete with a makeshift stage and a panel of judges that, to our disbelief, consisted entirely of sheep. As Grandma took the stage, the sheep judges bleated in what I can only assume was anticipation. The event began with contestants ironing atop moving cars, balancing on unicycles, and even one brave soul attempting to press clothes while on stilts. But Grandma stole the show by rappelling down a cliffside, iron in hand, steam trailing majestically in the wind. The sheep, apparently unfazed by the absurdity, seemed to nod approvingly in unison. In the end, Grandma was declared the winner, earning a trophy shaped like a giant iron. As she stood there, basking in her glory, I couldn't help but ask how she managed to impress the woolly judges. With a twinkle in her eye, she replied, "Oh, it was easy. I just knew how to iron out all the wrinkles in the competition."